Okay, today we're going to look at and do a walkthrough of downtown. It's referred to as the Central Downtown District. There's so much to do, so many amenities, so many great places to eat, that instead of going through each item, what I'm going to do today, what I think is more helpful, is for me to show you the resources that I found that I think would be helpful to you, so that you can browse it on your own. Otherwise, really, we'd be here for hours talking about just the numerous things you can do, and you'll see why once you start seeing the resources. So I'm going to put that in the description as well, so you can go back through and look at everything at your leisure. And then, as we always do, we'll at the end, I'll go through the current properties that are for sale in the area. There are only 12, and they're all condominiums, and they're all primarily clustered in one condo community that's down there. So we'll go over that. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Joan Pauley. I founded Joan Pauley Real Estate to help people decide if they'd like to move to Louisville, and if so, help them find something to buy. I also help investors as well. So stay till the end. We'll look at the properties that are for sale, and meanwhile, let's get started and show you some resources. Okay, so here's our map to downtown Louisville, and we're going to focus on the Central Downtown District area. So if you look to the north here, here's Waterfront Park, and I talk about Waterfront Park in the 5 reasons to move to Louisville. So if you haven't seen that, you'll get to see a lot of beautiful pictures and the Big 4 Bridge. So anyway, this is to the north. You've got your river, Waterfront Park, and then down to the south is Broadway. So these aren't official where you stop, but for just walking around knowledge, that's pretty much accurate. And then to the west, it's really 9th Street is where people usually say east of 9th is where that district area is. And as you can see, there's a ton of things to do here. The Louisville Downtown Partnership that puts this out is extremely active, as you might guess. So I will have this information in the description so that you can go through here and see all of the amazing amenities and orient yourself to what I'm going to be talking about today, which is the Central Downtown District. Okay, so another resource that I found that I think would be useful for you is there is a Louisville Downtown Residents Organization. So that's actually the link to the website. I signed up for news. They didn't make me join, so we'll see what happens with that. You might want to do the same. This is talking about, I signed up for their newsletter here, talking about their membership benefits and what they like to do. If you want to join, you certainly can. It's not that expensive. And then they go into, some of the reasons why Louisville's a cool place to live. These are the board members and how to contact. They also have a Facebook page, which I think would be super cool if you're really considering moving here and thinking about living in downtown. So looks like they've got a Bats game coming up, and just keep people updated with what's going on. So that's another good resource if you want to check it out. Okay, so this site really is the mother lode of all information. This is a shot of Main Street, and the statue there is just outside of 21C, which is both a very unique boutique hotel and restaurant. If you're here, you just got to experience it. The collection of art there is it's an art installation all the time, and it's a hotel and restaurant. So it raised eyebrows, of course, when it went in, but now everybody accepts it. See, you just run on by; it's no problem. So this is, like I said, this is the mother lode. It's going to talk about Whiskey Row, Museum Row. Again, in the 5 Reasons to Move to Louisville, I talk a lot about the birth of bourbonism here in Louisville. 4th Street, there's a lot to do there, so you can get really granular with your downtown restaurants. If you want to come stay and check out the city, give me a call. I'll show you around to the properties that I'm going to feature at the end of this video. So eat and drink. Wiltshire Pantry is phenomenal. I can definitely attest to that. Beer Nose Pizza is great. Now you can discover the Yum Center, where they have not only University of Louisville athletic events there, but name people come here like Taylor Swift. Let's see, places to shop. I also mentioned in the 5 Reasons how much of a shop local town Louisville is. So we've definitely got some local flavor in there. Eat and drink. Let's see, discover Derby City Gaming downtown. 43,000 square foot entertainment complex with bars, lounges, live entertainment, sports betting. Again, like I said, I keep saying it, sound like a broken record, but there's just so much to do here. And I feel like of all the places I'm going to show you, or all the resources I'm going to show you, this is probably the best. I mentioned the 21C Louisville Museum. That's a lot of fun. I've been there. You just stand there and put your hands up, and all these water drops, you can play with them. It's a lot of fun. So here's another great resource. It just goes on and on and on and on. So check it out. Okay, here's the last resource for just giving you an overall understanding of what all goes on in downtown. This is the visitor's guide for 2024. Covers a lot of things. This might be helpful to you. It goes into a little bit more than just the central downtown district. There's our naked guy facing Main Street. This is looking at him from the inside of 21C. This is down in St. James at the other old Louisville video that I talked about. This is St. James. So it's a nice comprehensive list. So if you want to go through that, it shows you a whole lot of information. Food culture, definitely. Let's see. Art, brews. I did want to show you what I mean by it's more than just the central district. Downtown is, in addition to the central downtown district, there are neighborhoods that have their own very unique amenities, vibe, that whole thing. So we're going to be going into Butchertown, so you'll get a better feel rather than me trying to cover it all in just one. Crescent Hill and Clifton is super cool. I raised my kids in Crescent Hill. Amazing place to raise children. And then East Louisville, Norton Commons, that's a pretty cool place too. I'll be doing a video on that one. Germantown as well. So I did want to show you that in addition to just that central downtown district, they're going to cover more of the areas that are considered downtown. And of course, in one of my other videos, I talked about the fact that we're referred to as Kentuckiana because right across the river is southern Indiana, and you can walk across the pedestrian bridge from Louisville over to southern Indiana, and there's just a ton of fun things to do over there too. So I will list this so that you can go through and look at it at your leisure. Now we're going to move into hopefully the reason why you're here at all after deciding to move to Louisville. Where do you want to live? What do you want to buy? So I wanted to show you Waterfront Park Place because there's 12 properties for sale right now as of May 2024, and 9 of the 12 are here in this particular building. It is an iconic backdrop. It really is, to the Great Lawn. It's 23 stories. It's got 80 uniquely designed units, 164 structured parking spaces, 82 balconies, 12 roof terraces, spacious lobbies, storage areas, private lounges, party rooms, and fitness facilities. And it got some notation for being designed by Joseph and Joseph Architects. They've been they're from Louisville, so it's really nice. Again, we focus on our local folks to whenever we can. So these are some of the views. I've actually been in one of these units, and when they talk about floor to ceiling windows, the views are just spectacular. So I wanted to start off before I showed you some of the some examples of what's for sale in there right now, so that you would give you some context. So it was built in 2005. So anyway, all right, let's go look at some properties there. Now let's go shopping. So you can come to my website, paulyrealestate.com, and you can scroll down. I always keep my current market stats updated, and then just tells you a little bit more about what I do. I love helping first-time home buyers in addition to all of you seasoned buyers and sellers. This is where the listings are, and I also focus on helping build as well. So let's go into the most up-to-date listings. We're coming into my broker's site, Finish Line Realty, and then you're going to want to scroll down to the bottom, and this is where you can get some granular property searches. So we're going to go into downtown Louisville. This is where I've been talking about 12 properties for sale. Now, average days on market's 111 days. I don't know why that is. That would be interesting to try to find out. If you're interested in one of these properties, we would certainly get to the bottom of that. The median list price is $730,000. So let's look at one. I'm just going blind in here. This one's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,600 square feet, and this is one of them that's featured in the Waterfront Park Place. So let's just go have us a look. So here we are. You see the Ohio River here and the Great Lawn there. So they've got some nice photos of the building itself. This has only been on the market for 14 days. So let's go look at pictures, because that's the most fun to start off. As you would expect, very open, airy, lots of light, really sleek, clean look to everything. Outside, and now there's the exercise room that they mentioned, and probably some of the common spaces. Be cool to have if you work at home, you can pop down and schedule a larger meeting, which is nice. The pool on top there. So we can kind of look at the floor plan here. Here's your entry, huge living, dining, kitchen area with a balcony. It's your laundry, office, bathroom, bedroom, primary bedroom, bathroom. So there's that. So that's what it looks like. If I can get back faster, I can't get back faster. So let's move on to the next one. This one looks to be the most expensive in there. It's $1.3 million. It's also in Waterfront Park Place. Let's scroll down. It's an opportunity to own 2 combined Waterfront Park Place residences. And of course, you've got those stunning views. It's one of a kind, 3 bedroom, 3 full, and 1/2 bathroom unit. So you've got all kinds of beautiful views, which I'm sure that's the monthly HOA here, $2,553. Let's see, let's take some tours here. Beautiful. But I tell you, with all that light, it would be hard to get depressed. Quite beautiful there. Play some pool. Watch the fireworks show every Derby. That's primo spot for watching the fireworks over the Ohio River. It's been on the market for 50 days, so call me. Maybe they're either not in a hurry or they're ready to rock and roll. So give me a call on that one. Let's go look at one more in Waterfront Park Place. We've looked at the $800,000 and the $1.3 million. So in terms of price, this is the one on the lower end of price in this development. It's $685 for 2 beds, 2 full, 1.5 baths, 2743 square feet. Basically just talks about the community. So we can go look at these pictures and see. There is one thing here that's, let's see, it's a 2-story on the 9th and 10th floors. So that's kind of unique, kind of cool, I think, based on what I've seen. And yeah, so that's kind of gives you a flavor of the most expensive and the least expensive in this particular community. And we've got 2 more to look at, and they're in different communities, so I will meet you on the other side of this one. Now we're going to move over to the Mercantile, and it's located on East Market Street. So some of the residents, they like to hang out, and I feel safe at the Mercantile. He likes secure storage area for his bike. So because you really can, if you live downtown and you work downtown or you work from home, you really don't need a car. You really don't. The only thing that might be a little dicey if you still go to the grocery store is going to the grocery store. But with deliveries, that's probably not a problem. And then Miss Mary and Mr. Robert here downsized with their puppy dog. So they've got a entertainment room, place to just hang and read and feel comfortable. Let's see what else, if there's anything else. Yeah, it's a cool old building. It really is. There's some of the things, but we're going to go look at what's for sale. They have a conference room, workout, play pool, catch a game with friends. So those are some of the amenities for the Mercantile, which looks very nice. And then the one that's on the market right now is $239,000. It's 1 bed, 1 bath, 778 square feet. So it's pretty compact. It talks about the location, which we know, and it's on the cusp of Nulu. I'm going to do a whole video about Nulu. That is one rockin', cool, fun, beautiful place. It's just it's a neighborhood, if you will, that's a combination of work-live units and lots of walkable restaurants, and it's a cool place. So anyway, I digress, but here's this one, and it looks nice. Yeah, so that's the building there, and some of the surrounding shots. So for $239,000, you can get a 1 bed, 1 bath at the Mercantile. This is the last one I'm going to show you. It is $242,000, 2 bed, 2 baths, 1325 square feet, built in 1922. This is called the 550 building, and I actually have friends that live in this building, and they absolutely love it. They're a young couple, and they're always having these great brunches with their neighbor friends in the building, and occasionally I get invited. So I can speak to the this is a fun building. So it's been on for 21 days. Monthly HOAs $275. Let's see if it talks. Hardwood floors, large windows. They've got UV blocking blinds, 2 large bedrooms. Yeah, they exposed brick and ductwork. It does have that industrial feel, which I think is pretty cool. There's a balcony off the living area. My friends have that as well. Private laundry and additional storage. One thing that's really cool is it's got dedicated off-street parking on the first level and an elevator, so you go straight up. So it really is convenient, and like everywhere else, it's convenient to walk to all kinds of restaurants. So let's go full size on this one. Cool looking. It's not my friend's unit, so I can't speak to the owners, but it looks very similar to my friend's unit, and they've been there for years and just have really loved it. So let's see. All right, so I think we've seen that one. So this is $242,000 for 2 beds, 2 baths, 1325 square feet. So that's the current. I showed you, I forget how many, but enough to get a flavor of the 12 that are listed. Like I said earlier, we'd have to, if you're interested, we'd really want to dissect this and figure out why it's so long on the market. But could be the median price for the size, who knows. But that's the kind of thing I do. I dig into things and find out what the heck's going on. So that is all the properties that I can show you right now for Central Downtown District. And that's the Central Downtown District in Louisville, Kentucky. As you can tell by the price points, it's luxury living, and it's not for everybody. But if you love living in an area where you've got so many amenities that perhaps you don't have to have a car, then it might be just the perfect place for you and your family. So like I said earlier, check out the 5 reasons to move to Louisville, because you'll get a lot of visuals for the various areas of downtown, in addition to the resources that I'm going to put in the description. So if you saw any of the properties that you just absolutely fell in love with in the quick swiping that I did, just reach out to me. My contact information is here, and I'll see you on the next journey.